Clap it up for Angel is, everybody. Straight from East Los.
It's nice to have a drink on an episode because it's been like for a while. It started with shots before the episode for nerves.
Yeah.
And then I was like, bro, I'm drinking twice a week, weekdays.
Right.
And drinking on a Saturday, it's like, all right, bro, this is gonna start adding up.
It's almost a bad habit.
Yeah, and then it was also a point like, I'm not even nervous anymore. Like I'm chilling. So
it becomes an excuse just to have a couple of those shooters or whatever.
But then I stopped drinking, and then I switched to coffee. Like I'll drink a coffee during the episode, which is fun. It's cool. And then I got off the coffee for a little bit, and it was just straight, like just all right, let's just raw dog the episode, water and vibes. And I was like, all right, now I'm a little burnt out, so it's nice to.
Do you feel a difference in focus, like with the coffee, as to the alcohol?
I did some solo episodes with the coffee that like kind of like I felt like a little zip. A little zip to it, but not really in the guest episodes because the guest episodes are always so dynamic. It's like it's always there's enough to listen to, for lack of better words.
Absolutely.
That I'm there anyway. Really, the only thing I think, like, shout out to the bro Jeremy was he was one of the episodes where we got like blown. We smoked the whole leño. And there was a point like, oh shit, like nah, I'm faded now, and like, oh shit, like damn, I'm on camera, like, oh shit, let me zone in. And what's up, bro? What's good with you?
Chilling, man. Just taking it day by day, dog. Life can be unforgiving sometimes, I kick you in the ass, but sometimes you just gotta roll with the punches and see where it leads you, see where it takes you, see where it's trying to point you into a certain direction. You just kind of find whatever it is.
Do you think the hits and the bumps and the bruises kind of put you on a better path?
Absolutely. Because I feel like they're like certain lessons that you're supposed to get out of it. You know what I mean? I've always been like a firm believer of like losses. Life is never any losses that you take in life. It's always a lesson that you learn in this so-called class.
Right,
we call life and shit. You know what I mean?
School of Hard Knocks.
Pretty much, yeah. So it's in a sense, it's almost forging you into who I am, who you are, who we all think we are at the end of the day and shit.
Well, you gotta kind of strip away a lot of the bullshit too, like the bullshit that's within you. Speaking personally from my own experience, like
absolutely.
When everything gets fucked up, it's like damn, like. I was bullshitting, bro. Like, all this whole area was just bullshit. I was capping to myself.
And that's the thing, too, because you're not lying to nobody. You're lying to yourself and shit at the end of the day, But, yeah, you're right. I think sometimes we do take a lot of things for granted. A lot of things for granted and stuff, and that's something that you don't recognize until the moment is gone.
Right.
Like, damn. I was capping. I was bullshitting a lot of this. And, and it's
or acted like it wasn't a big deal.
Right. And then... it was a big deal, And again, you're not lying to nobody but yourself and shit, But you take it with a grain of salt and you keep it rolling, baby,
What do you think is like what do you think the main reason we do shit like that? Like as far as take things for granted, because deep in our hearts we know like nah, bro, this shit's what the fuck. This is life, This is the big show. This is the big show we're living, but still somehow you take things for granted.
I think it's just about the experience.
Yeah,
like really, it's all about the experience. Yeah, because my grandpa raised me, so he used to tell me all the time, like, yo, check it out, do this. Yo, check it out, do this. But at the end of the day, one of his favorite sayings was like, hey, don't listen to the preacher man. What makes you think he's gonna listen to me? Because at the time I didn't believe in church, or I didn't believe in going to church or religion or whatever. And my grandpa, he raised me, so it's like if I don't believe in that. He's saying, like, what makes me think I'm going to believe in him and shit. Right. But sometimes you just got to go through it to learn. You take the horse to the water, but sometimes, the horse...
drink,
you can't make the horse drink and shit. The horse got to drink on its own and shit. So I think it's all about, the experience on it. Sometimes you got to go through that path on your own so you can figure it out and so you can really understand whatever it is that you got out of it, you know?
Right. Was your grandpa a religious man?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Super Christian. He used to make us go all the time, dress up in little suits and, with the tie and shit,
Lou
Our
with the suit.
Yeah, our Sunday's best. And then,
That's cool though, bro. Like it's cool to. I mean, I'm sure it was difficult at the time, but it's cool to like just
I think,
imagine to think of you in that situation like that.
it was, it was a little difficult because I would go just for his liking, his well-being. Yeah. And then pretty much the pastor told me one day, is like, it defeats the purpose if you're coming for someone else and not for yourself and stuff, so.
And then it's easier to rebel.
Right.
Against.
Naturally. Naturally,
yeah.
because if someone, you got to do this, it's like, naturally I'm going to be like, I'm going to do the opposite,
Yeah.
But I think now going forward is like, where I go from here is like, I wish I would have cherished a little bit of that, because you know what? I think the Bible and regardless of what you believe in, they're like, it's a self-help book. The Bible is like an acronym for basic instructions before leaving Earth. It's just a way to live your life and shit,
Right.
And I think if I knew that or understood truly what that meant way back when I was a little kid, I think I'd probably be further along. But again, it's all about the journey and
all about the now.
Yeah, all about the now. I texted you this. I was like, never late, always on time.
Yeah,
exactly where we need to
no
be.
matter the time.
Yeah,
Can we pull up the it's New Faces V2 by Mac Miller? And you can just pull up the lyrics even. But this has a line that I feel like it's one of the most epic lines in rap history, bro. Like it.
And you know what, Mac Miller? I was on the late boat with this guy, and my brother, he's a big fan of him, and it sucks. Like J. Cole, he said something about when artists, especially artists, when they pass away, that they get that, that notoriety and stuff.
I feel like that doesn't apply to him though, because he was he was a star. It was hard and it was sad, but nah, he was a ill man.
No, absolutely, and I put him on one of those levels like Kid Cudi. Cudi, he allowed a lot of us,
right, to feel something,
to understand what we felt, and to own that shit,
You could go down. It's a lot. He's like the last verse.
Is this on that new stuff that his estate put out?
Nah, this is on old shit.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
I know a handful of his songs, but when they bumped this fool, I'm like, oh, this is sick.
Right there, a little more. Give me a sec. Right there, throwing up a prayer. Right there, a little bit up. So right there, throwing up a prayer. It's a Hail Mary. I've never been religious, but I feel like the scriptures got it all there. It's not just gypsies and fairies. Come on, bro.
And that's hard, man.
That's
look, I've gone through stuff sometimes in life, and I've always fell back on religion.
Right.
And when I would go, I felt like the scripture was it was for me, And then I'm like, yo, that's. And again, so I grew up not religious. My grandpa used to always tell me, like, for someone that doesn't believe, it's almost like someone's kind of like always looking out for you. And I never really truly understood that shit until recently.
Right.
Damn, man, like.
Well, it's almost like you had to live a lot of life to then like, oh, now it makes sense. But that's also why it's gonna live forever, though. It's such a weird thing, bro. Like I had a discussion where somebody was mocking church, mocking the Bible. Like, oh, let me pray. Like, let me do this, let me do that. I'm like, damn, bro, like trip out. Like, no matter what you do, bro, you could be the hardest working man to ever exist on the planet and make a fucking $100 trillion, and the Bible's gonna outlive your legacy, your family, your whole bloodline, bro.
Facts.
The Bible will outlive it, bro. The Bible, it's never going away. As long as humans are alive, the Bible's gonna be alive, bro. Like fucking Book of Eli shit, bro.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be the most prized possession.
That's a wicked ass movie. I love that movie.
It's
that's why they call it the greatest story ever told, man.
I don't even know how to wrap my head around it, bro. Honestly, sometimes like the fact that like religion and then that they're humans too. It's not like, oh, this creature, this fucking
right.
this bear, this ego came down with the wisdom. Like, nah, they are all allegedly, and I generalize all religion because they're all their prophets are all humans.
Yeah,
you know? Like,
and they generally kind of have the same story from different perspectives. You know, you got like the 12 tribes of Israel. You have the 12 apostles of Jesus Christ. You have the 12 Qurans of the Quran and shit. You know, so it's like, I think it's just a matter of where you were born. It's like you're gonna. It's like a funnel type thing. I don't know. It's all kind of leads you like right to the same thing.
It's like skin color.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like when you grow up in the north and when it's fucking cold and you need all the fucking sunlight you can get because there's no fucking
and your pigment with the sun and all that.
You're
your color
freezing
of
your balls off up there. But then, or else you're in the fucking desert and it's hot and you gotta block the fucking all the sun rays.
I'll just I think just different allegories or parables or metaphors in a sense, you know.
Yeah, even language too, right? Like I mean, English is fucking. Yeah, I was listening to one of these fools from the UFC fighting tomorrow. I'm like, bro, that's English. Like, that ain't fucking English. Like, that shit's crazy.
And English is like the whole etymology of English, and it's like, it's a bunch of like, from my understanding, and again, I know that I know nothing, but like, it's like the little that I think I do know is like, I don't know. I think that's just like some witchcraft, and the idea of witchcraft that they kind of like sell to us. I don't think they. It's all that bad that they make it out to be and shit. You know, like
it is or isn't.
It isn't. You know, because they start getting into like the 666 and then when you like really like get in, like if you do a little bit of research and all it really takes is like we're carbon beings. So carbon is the sixth element on the elemental charts, right? And then carbon has 6 electrons, 6 neutrons, 6 protons, 666. So in essence, and the Bible says this, we are the mark of the beast. And that is the mark of the beast, 666. That's us. We're carbon-based beings and shit, you know. Right. And they kind of get us to demonize us ourselves because we don't know.
Do you think that could be because we're sinners though, and we're eternally like tainted to a degree?
I think that's what they sell us. But yeah, we are. You know, we're made in God's image, but we're far from God. We're far from God. Like
certain people, like kind of, they get a stroke of paint on the. Not certain. I mean,
on the canvas and stuff.
So, who's a modern day prophet?
I think a modern day prophet is anybody that killed like Nipsey.
Right, but Nipsey Hussle was a gangbanger and a dope dealer.
Look what he was doing. He did so much more for his community than the government has ever did for the people and shit.
Right. And I say that as a person. Nipsey Hussle's made me cry listening to his music.
No, and
Nipsey Hussle's the first rap concert I ever seen. $5, bro. $2 service fee.
And that's the type of
on
shit.
a Thursday by myself.
And that's the type of shit he's on. But Instead of charging X amount of money, he's going to the hood, to the needy, and he's out there.
I was needy as a motherfucker.
And he's out there preaching the word.
Yeah.
And he's a gangbanger, and he probably.
But that's and I only say that to play devil's advocate, not to disrespect his legacy. Obviously, I prefaced it with saying his music made me feel so inspired and so in control of my own destiny that it brought tears to my eyes.
And Nipsey Hussle, that guy was I feel like a lot
time,
ahead of his time. He was nothing less than a genius. His brother talks about this guy building computer programs and putting computers this, that, and the third together, and like look at what he was able to do in his community, and it's crazy that he died at 33 because Jesus, like J. Cole says, Jesus Christ died at 33. So did Pimp C, and he kind of gets into like weird taboo area of talking. Right. It's like whoa, but he was selling drugs, but he was a prophet. He touched so many hearts that like not a lot of people can say that. We got people alive, modern day prophet. I don't know him, Tupac. And there's probably a couple other people that I can't think of off the top of my head,
but it's
what do these people have in common?
Yeah. So I only asked that to say, like, if they were humans then, and then that person's a prophet, but it's been 2,000 years, so the story's changed and the story's warped and it's been rewritten and translated and this and that and we don't even know how they perceived reality, bro, because they had nothing. They didn't have nothing, bro.
Right.
They had
sticks,
they were like camping every day, bro.
Yeah.
They were camping every day.
The simplicity of
so we don't. Their reality is different from us. But then But if their essence is the same as us, then I only ask that to say, well, then there has to be a prophet among us. So who's not? There has to be. There
Right.
could be.
Right, right.
You know, excuse me on the misspeak. There could be a prophet among us.
And-
so
and-
who is that? You know.
And you know what? Maybe we
Damn.
won't have a chance to get to see it, like
Because it's a shaman, bro, in the middle of the fucking mountains, you know, in Mexico, bro.
Yeah, that too, and
where they do the mushrooms and shit.
oh
you
yeah,
know,
like the
or it's
ayahuasca, and
or
they do all that.
it's somebody in Russia in the cold.
I don't
So,
doubt
like,
it, dog.
You know, like that's the shaman. That's
Or
that's
someone
the,
in, like, if you want to get into
anywhere,
like the bloodlines. You know, there's a lot of talk about bloodlines and stuff like that. Maybe we could get into what's going on with ICE and like what's going on with Palestine and Israel and stuff. Maybe there's a prophet soon to come. All these religions talk about the second coming,
yeah.
the second coming, and what if we don't give them a chance because we're blowing up Palestine every day? And what if we don't give them a chance because we're snatching these fools out the street and locking them up in detention centers? These
Right.
prophets are locked in cages. You know what I mean? And that's it. Could be anybody. It doesn't have to mean it has to be a
right.
Mexican or Palestinian or Israeli or
Yeah.
American or Russian. It could be anybody. But just the way that we live in today's day and age is like this kid is in the slums in Brazil, or he's in fucking the Congo. You know,
Yeah,
living.
I mean, there's homeless kids down the street, you know.
Yeah, right here in our home and shit.
Yeah,
You know,
right here, we're literally, you know, right here, right, and this, you know, this is a good neighborhood, allegedly, you know, when there's homeless people, there's homeless kids, bro. But
it gets
I don't
that shit
know,
gets
I
sad,
just-
dog. You know.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like-
but it's the only thing you could do is just live it, you know. The only thing you could do is just live it, and then I feel like the line is very skewed between action and vocalization, like, because if you you know, I'm not saying you, but just in general,
Yeah.
like if you feel like damn, people are fucked up, well, what do? You
Right.
become the greatest
Right.
version of yourself,
Right.
and you're gonna help millions of people, bro.
Right.
Because there's something undeniable within every human that we're saying. Oh man, it loops back crazy. You're saying, oh, well, there's a prophet in the detention. What if your prophecy is waiting to be fulfilled, and you're not doing the work
crazy.
to help millions of people,
Right.
you know?
No. Yeah.
Because I'll never accept some type of like these limits that there's one person, you know, he's different.
Right.
Nah, bro, like or from an autistic person to a homeless person to somebody and anybody, bro, there's something weird about human beings, bro, that fucking limitless potential that is just ingrained in us. It's insane to even like, because a bear can only be a bear, bro. A fish, whatever it is, bro.
There's certain boundaries that they gotta
Abide by. Maybe we
yeah.
don't understand it, which we don't to a degree, but nonetheless, bro, it's not like I become like I could be a brain surgeon in 15 years, bro.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
I could
yeah.
literally. I don't care about the alcohol. I don't fuck the podcast. Fuck the rap. I'm gonna be a brain surgeon in 15 years, and I'm gonna have a degree from Stanford, bro. And I'd only be fucking 47, 48, bro. I'd be sharp.
That's a good
still,
47.
you know.
That's a good
I'm not
47,
saying I'm
yeah.
gonna.
No,
But
yeah.
I'm saying it's possible.
No,
bro.
absolutely.
Like, I can
yeah,
be a
yeah.
brain.
That's what they say,
fucking
man. You can do anything
nuts.
that you apply yourself to, and that's the realest shit, man. That's the realest shit that you can ever like tell yourself. And you know, it's like I think a lot of things with like human beings is like we limit ourselves.
Yeah,
With a bunch of things
undeniably.
like goes into like the fear thing, the fear of what somebody's gonna think, the fear of how I see myself in a crowd or something. That fear is gonna keep you from either being the greatest that you can be, or is gonna keep you right here where we're at right now. And not that right here where we're at right now is
even
you know what I mean?
within the
Like,
bounds. But
you know,
I know
hey,
what
you know, we're working hard over here.
Yeah,
we're trying our
yeah.
best, you know.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
sometimes it's your best.
it's not good enough.
Yeah, you know, and
yeah.
you take that with a grain of salt.
Right. Yeah, but
You
your
know?
best is getting better though.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like my grandpa used to always say, like, can't means you won't. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean, Kobe Bryant? You're welcome. It's like, you know, it's like, what does that mean? It's like, if you
Can't-
tell
one more
yourself,
time?
can't means you won't.
can't means you won't.
So if you tell yourself you can't, that's it. You already limited yourself. You're putting boundaries on yourself. You're setting up walls. You're not going to go further than that.
Never start a sentence with I can't.
Yes, because your body will listen. Your body will listen to you, what you have to say. You know, that's why they say there's power in the tongue. There's death in the tongue and stuff. You know, that's why like the whole praying and manifestation and speak it into existence. That's all real. Call it what you want to call it. It's all the same.
Yeah,
thing,
it's kind of undeniable. You know? There's a degree where it's undeniable.
Yeah.
And then it's ridiculous that it's the fools that do the biggest shit that we're speaking it into existence. You know, like they did the biggest shit. You know.
Are we doing something wrong, or did they just get a stroke of luck,
or did they just say it enough? It's like they hypnotize themselves. Like, nah, I believe this shit. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. I believe.
Okay.
They just believed it. I believed.
Okay.
I don't care. Even if there was a sliver of doubt and deception in them, in their own mind, like, oh, wow, I'm gonna ignore that because I believe it so much. I'm gonna force myself to believe it. Like, you know.
And that's real as shit. You know, I don't know the name of this study. I took I went to ELAC for like a quarter semester, dog. School wasn't for me. But there's some shit that I retained that, like, you know, kind of like caught my interest. And one of it was a psych class, and this guy's talking about so like he said it enough, he believed it, right? So there was two things. So this guy, one of them was he woke up every morning and he looked himself in the mirror. This was the first thing he did. He woke up, you know, you wash your face, you brush your teeth. He looked himself in the mirror and he was like, I'm green. And for like 60 days, he told himself, and he, you know, he said it with like emphasis, and he believed it. I'm green. So on the 60th day, and again, this is just like, it could have been the 61st. I don't know. Don't quote me on it. This is a quote. You could look it up, a study. You could look it up. So like on the 60th day, or after a certain amount of days, he saw himself as green. So he started, he said it enough where he believed it. And he saw himself, and what the hell? You know, he tripped himself out and shit.
Insane.
Yeah, and it's crazy. And then there's this other one where I'm pretty sure you know this one. It's this fool, he put rice in 3 different mason jars, and every day, I love you, I hate you. I swear.
I know.
You know it's not right.
No, I don't know, but I can only imagine.
So I love you, I hate you, and the third one he didn't say nothing to, and that's what it said. Like so after X amount of days, I don't know, I'm not gonna butcher it, but you know look it up or whatever. There's this is information that's out there and shit. So the one that you say I love you to is just regular rice, nothing happened to it. The one that you said I hate you to, it started to mold. And the one that you didn't speak any energy, no focus, nothing on it molded the most. So it's like the energy that you carry with the words that you're speaking and shit, you know, it really has an effect on everything you do, everything you say.
So, and allow me to perceive it as this: the person, like, hate can be turned into inspiration, energy.
Yeah, no,
will,
absolutely.
Determination. Love is love.
Right.
But obliviousness, being ignored, that's the worst. Because you said the one that didn't say was not acknowledged.
Yeah, it was fucked up the most.
It was which that's fucking.
Well, they say, what is it? Sticks and stones will break my bones, but no words at all will kill you. You know, it's like, as human beings, it's like it's all about
attention,
the interaction. It's all about the interaction, the communication, whatever. Because if not, like it takes away from the human experience. If you're just, you know, just to yourself and you have no one to talk to, like, damn, these people, I feel for these people, because like a part of the human experience is to have interactions,
community,
whether it's
tribe,
negative, positive, whatever. It's all about the experience of the interaction and shit.
Unless you're like, to circle back to like religion, unless you're like the Buddha, because he meditated for like I don't know what it was. I don't want to butcher it. You know, but he meditated for 15 days or whatever. He didn't leave. He didn't leave from the tree. You know?
He was under the So
because there's people that they can camp by themselves and be alone. For
and I think
15
15
days, 16, 17. You know, weeks.
And I'm guilty of this. You know, I'm scared to partake in like adventures alone, or even just like, hey, let's go to the grocery store alone, or just you and yourself, you and your thoughts. That's why they say the people that are not afraid to be alone are the most dangerous people, because they know who they are.
Right.
You know, they're not running from anything, and it's like
you can't quiet.
Right, yeah.
You can't quiet down your thoughts when they're the only thing you can hear.
It's like that one meme. It's like, you can't run from the Father, but the Father is just you and your thoughts and shit. You know, it's like eventually. everywhere you go, there you are. So if you're
Right.
running from whatever's going on, and if your mental is chaos, then it's like eventually that chaos is gonna bite you right in the ass, and you just gotta bite the bullet.
Do you feel like there's like a kind of attractiveness though, like a sexiness to like, damn, bro, like imagine you just went to Yosemite by yourself and you just thugged it out,
That's
like
gangster as shit. That's gangster as shit.
there's this guy that we watch, bro, and he just hikes, bro. Our big conspiracy theory is that he has to have a crew because he gets too much footage. He's too good at what he does. His channel's too insane.
Was it
bro.
Bear Grylls?
Nah, this fool, Harmon Hoek.
Wait.
But he just hikes all over the world, bro, by himself.
Look at that.
By himself, all the time.
That is.
And just the idea of him, for me, the part that fucks me up is going to sleep alone in the mountains. The day is fine.
Hey, bro.
Walking around is fine. Eating is fine. Swimming in the river is fine.
Yeah, when there's sunlight.
When there's sunlight, but the going to sleep in the fucking mountains is it's fucking terrifying.
Let me tell you, dog. Fucking, especially because Mother Nature ain't nothing more gangster than Mother Nature. She is unforgiving. You got to be good to her, and she will be
There's
good
no
to
beating
you.
her.
Yeah, but
There's
even
only
then,
tolerating.
even sometimes, they're a storm, and
Yeah,
she's not directly doing it to you, but
she could care less
you
about
just
you.
got caught in the path of
Yeah.
the storm and shit. But I did a backpacking at Yosemite with my brother, and they're like, yeah, there's this, there's that, there's black bears, and I was like, black bear, all right, black bear about 5
Square.
foot something.
See me fighting the bear?
I
Help
woke
the
up.
bear?
I woke up in the middle of the night, dog, and I heard something, and I was shook. I was shooketh.
Yeah.
And after
Literally shaking?
food, I woke up and I was like, I thought it was like a bear. It's like, it turns out it was my zipper on my tent just in the wind. But just the idea, like, oh my God, there's a black bear out there. Because they say if it's black, fight back. If it's brown, stand down. Because the brown bears, those fools are 6 feet plus.
Right.
Maul your ass. So I was like, yeah, all right. Black bear. So we, you know what I mean? But like in reality, when shit hits the fan, it's like,
Yeah, no, it's
so for him to be able to do that alone
all the time, bro. He goes to
time.
like Morocco and Italy and Portugal, and then he does Colorado, and he does he doesn't stop, bro.
and that's the type of shit that's like an extension of heaven. Like you get away from
One more time.
The extent that's like an extension of heaven.
Boom,
nature,
title.
because
An
nature,
extension of heaven.
nature is in itself is
Right.
just like all of us, everything, everywhere, all at once. It's all what
Right.
one.
Let me support you, or let me theorize in my own way how you're trying to or what you're delivering is that we can't figure out nature. We've never been able to figure it out. So and you don't figure out heaven,
No, yeah, absolutely not.
You don't figure out heaven.
And so when they say like heaven here on earth, and like, yo, that's why
Right,
probably, I don't know, you go back a couple hundred years, and when medicine starts to be modernized and stuff, what do they tell you? Like, you're sick, go take a walk outside. You're sick, go get in the water and shit, because the nature is the all-time remedy.
When PE was PE.
Go get some push-ups. And again, my grandpa, he's gonna probably be like a main topic of what I'm talking about, because he's like, you're sick, work it out. You got a fever, work it out. You can't sleep,
Jog
work it out.
Yeah.
And in essence, it's like, oh, this is that machismo. That's how they grew up. But in a sense, he's not wrong and shit.
But
It's a little toxic. The delivery's
I don't
toxic.
think so.
But he's not wrong.
Right, but it's also like we can't judge our elders' ability to communicate within our level of intelligence, bro. Because they didn't, emotional intelligence, yes, it's a thing. Yes, we're in tune, and, language has never been more complicated right now, bro. Bro, people make shit up, and you gotta
We try to understand from
you gotta call them what they want
to
be called,
like,
So language has never been called, language has never been more complicated than today, bro, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But like, bro, when you think of physicality, bro, we grew up fighting tribes, bro, and fucking sacrificing people and hunting fucking boars and fighting tigers and like, bro, we evolved to tame wolves, bro. Oh, here, you know, oh, you're part of our. Now you're gonna roll with us, you know.
This, what's her name?
Judge.
Okay, so I was having this conversation with my brother. My brother, his homegirl has a Dalmatian, and we're talking about like the dog toys, and the dog toys they squeak, right? And they were explaining something that I didn't understand until yesterday. Literally just yesterday, they're like the dogs they tear that toy up until they get the squeak out.
Right.
And they're like, what? The squeak is like a real animal when they maul an animal, and it's like the whimper.
Yeah, that's
and
it.
then they just sit, they let it be, and I was like,
time to eat.
I was like, damn, that was so profound to me because I didn't understand the science behind a dog toy.
Yeah, I had never thought about it that way.
And then it goes back to what you're talking about, like with us, with the hunting, with the dogs. Why do you walk
with
your
the fighting?
Dog? Why do you walk your dog? Because back then we used to hunt with these motherfuckers. Have you seen Apocalypto?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, one of my favorite movies. So they're fucking. Actually, they don't even have a dog. There's a dog whimpering.
But nonetheless.
Back then and shit. You know, that's the whole. It's like, damn, just the science behind it and shit.
I guess the best way to accept the fact that we have to accept the fact that that's our history is to believe in all the possibilities within ourselves.
Yeah, and
because I don't know how else to accept it, bro. I don't know how to deal with that. Bro, I have Aztec blood, bro. I have Spaniard blood, bro. I have my mother's half Italian, bro. I have a direct bloodline, you know. Almost inarguably, somebody in my bloodline was alive when Marcus Aurelius was alive, bro.
No, yeah.
Unarguably, you have philosophers, artists, warriors, painters, builders, fucking slaves, kings, everything in your bloodline, bro. Like, how do I deal with the fact that my bloodline has been alive since the beginning of history? I don't know how to deal with that.
Okay, so let's take it just to tweak it just a little.
Tinker with it.
Tinker it. So somewhere down the line, let's say fucking 20 generations ago, if our great grandfather lost in that battle,
right?
We would not be here today.
How long ago is 20 generations?
You know, so it goes into like we're all fighters, we're all survivors. It's in our blood. If not, we would not be here today. That is a testament of what we are here, and this goes into like mental illness. You know, it's like why is mental illness so prominent nowadays?
We're so comfortable.
Because a lot of the things that we used to do back then, we are far from it.
So
you know, we've made things so complicated. Like we used to live in harmony with Mother Nature. We used to take only what we needed, and whatever we took, we used everything of it.
Yeah, and praised it.
You know, we used weapons, tools, instruments for music, and this, that, and the third. And
so what's happening in the 1500s?
Fucking colonization, baby. You know, again,
but again, we wouldn't be
survivors.
Yeah, we wouldn't be
survivors,
here.
You know what I mean? And this could go down 100 years ago. If you know, if
it did around the campfire,
and exactly. So if like say our great grandma, 4 great grandmas ago, she didn't survive whatever sickness was going around, but she survived.
Right. Well, that's what I was thinking about too, because I was thinking about that too. Is that we praise or we easily look at them like, oh, they did this, they did that, but your wives were dying in childbirth, bro. Like, imagine, you know, like. Bro, I seen a comedian.
That's why they call us soft, dog. You feel like fucking soft. My grandpa calls me soft, and I don't think I'm soft, but you know, my grandpa, he was a Marine. You know, he was like.
You're just mad you didn't have it as good as me.
Yeah, pretty much.
But it's up to us to make the most of it, bro.
Absolutely.
But I seen a comedian. He's like, well, you're mad. Like we used to lose babies to the winter. Like, bro, like what the fuck? Like, bro, like. And this is America, like, bro, North Dakota, Chicago, it's fucking cold right now, bro.
Get wicked out there, man.
Like, losing a baby to the winter is fucking nuts, bro.
You did everything you could possibly do to
baby,
provide this baby whatever it needs to survive, and then just
to the
here comes
cold,
unforgiving Mother Nature.
Like, that's insane.
Not personal.
That's fucking insane.
It's not personal. It's just what I do.
To the winter, like,
you know, tis the season, really. Like, tis the season, dog. You know. And again, it's some wicked shit, dog. But it's like,
but it's, bro,
damn.
It's this dude say hit him, bro, hit him.
I drink to that. You know,
what an episode, huh? What are we in? All right, where are you going from here? End of the episode. No. And man. What an episode to bring the show back on, bro. And it's I fuck with bro. I fuck with bro. It's funny too knowing you that I didn't know you, but I always knew you. Like,
no, yeah,
from hooping.
Yeah.
I know who he is, but I never chopped it up. We never passed a blunt or a joint or anything.
Or just a solo conversation.
Yeah.
A one-on-one. What frequency you operating on, and let's see if we could, merge that frequency and just, collaborate on some ideas. Just bullshit, whatever.
Yeah, even if it was just joking around.
Shit, like you said, even
but
passing the joint.
But then we save it for this moment, which is like, this is unbeatable. This is the best way to have a first time conversation.
No, absolutely.
It's a conversation that will live for the rest of the life.
I like to red pill people. Right. It's like,
what do you mean by that?
Like the Matrix, it's like you take the blue pill, you go to sleep and you wake up and you're back in.
Right.
La la la. Or I can give you the red pill and you don't wake up. You're awake already and you see everything for what it is. Right. The veil is unveiled.
Have you seen The Matrix? You, engineer?
Yeah, I remember my psych class.
Oh, right. I need to rewatch that.
Dude, that movie is so profound.
There was one time where I was stoned as fuck on a Saturday night, bro, and I watched The Matrix on my own, bro, and it was like let me try to elaborate, bro. I don't know if this actually happens in the movie. It was like the scene was going from left to right, and it stopped, and it came back this way, bro.
Oh, that's
like a rewind. Right. It rewound.
Was this the first one? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was the first one, bro. I was so stoned. And you remember being stoned as a kid. I was like 16,
You're
17.
Stuck.
All you can think about really is trying to get some action.
Yeah.
And that's it. And having a good time, and that's it, bro.
Right.
So I'm like smoking, chiefing. Or not even chiefing in the house, but just blown as fuck Saturday night.
Coming in, watching
The Matrix. Yeah. And like the scene went like this, and it stopped, and it came back. Like,
it's one of those moments where you kind of look around like, does anybody else see that shit?
Wait. Nobody was there with me though.
And usually that's when the weird shit happens. Like, It's like, wait.
Well, you gotta deal with yourself.
I know I ain't tripping.
So I haven't rewatched The Matrix.
No, it's a good watch, dog. And even like, I'm 30 years old. And I've seen it, probably the last time I seen it was probably a couple years back. But like, I never truly understand like the plot or whatever the point of they're trying to get across and shit. And
the moral of the story.
It's always something new when you rewatch it.
Exactly. Well, no man steps in the same river twice.
Right. Damn, that's hard. I like that.
The rivers move. The rocks have changed. Yeah. You've gained 10 pounds of muscle. You've lost the most important person in your life. You're a different person. The river's different too, bro.
Yeah, the current's always
yeah. That's like something that trips me the fuck out is the stone stacking. The stone stack. Oh, like it's bad for the environment. Don't fucking stack the stones. Like I seen people pushing the stones over.
You know what else is bad for the fucking environment?
Yeah.
Polluting the ocean.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit that we do.
This is the issue.
Like, come on.
Like you're gonna It's also about where you put in your energy too. Like, bro, you care about the environment this much. Well, how about you go fucking get into the gas industry and stop Exxon from fucking polluting the ocean, rather than pushing somebody's stone stack over. For me, it's like, bro, the more people that are spending time in nature, the better, bro. You're fucking stacking rocks, bro. Like,
I don't.
The last polar bear's not gonna die because you stacked a couple of rocks.
It's gonna die because there's no ice in the water.
Yeah, in Azusa River. You know what I mean, bro? Like, dog, the polar bears in fucking in Antarctica. Is our polar bears in Antarctica?
Yeah, Antarctica and shit. Yeah.
Are they in the South and North Pole? Can we check if polar bears are in both poles? I mean, they're polar.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, polar bears. Yeah, no shit.
They have to be, right?
I mean, it's in the verbiage.
Yeah,
I see why not.
Like, so, yeah, I don't know.
No, but
What
yeah,
do
so
I
check
know?
out. So one time I was actually in a zoo, and this lady was like, "Who gave you permission to move those rocks?" And I was like, "Damn, lady, I thought this was a public place. Like,
I thought they were
I don't pay
rocks."
taxes. I was young at the time. My grandpa pays taxes, so I have every right to
Yeah.
rearrange these
Like,
rocks."
bitch, you lucky I'm not moving them other rocks.
Yeah, so my brother was like, "I'm sorry, do you own the fucking public park?" And she shut up. It's like, you're putting all your energy into the wrong place and shit. Like, I'm just a little kid playing with rocks.
Right.
Somewhere down the river, they're fucking up the environment and shit. And you're worried about me stacking some rocks, trying to, find my inner chi.
Yeah. do you? Yeah, bro. I don't know about that. Because it's like,
Can I live?
right. Can I live? Damn. Can we play a little bit of that? Jay-Z, Can I Live?
Can I live? And I ain't a big fan of Jay-Z, but he got some bangers. He got some bangers. I gotta get
Damn, I haven't heard this song in years, bro. This is some of the hardest shit ever.
Doubt,
Dropping the fall off is like, what is J. Cole saying? Dropping a reasonable doubt last, like, whole drop.
Ooh, yeah. I'm excited for that.
Cover art crazy too.
Do you know anything about the Aztec or the Mayan letters, the numerology? You know how like the
why the Y?
Yeah, why in the two dots?
Why the Y has
is
two
that
dots?
symbolic for something, or is that a number?
Right? Yeah, it has to be.
Huh.
But I don't know enough.
Reasonable doubt. I have a lot of things to say about this guy, but it's a good album. It's a good album. I'm West Coast naturally.
Yeah. It's the art though too, you know. Like I have a very easy. I'm an artist.
Yeah.
I have a very easy time separating the art from the artist, bro. I do not care, bro. I don't. You're not gonna tell me what I can like, bro.
Right.
Like,
No. Yeah.
No matter
absolutely.
what, I don't like. I don't know, bro. Like, see, that's part of the shit. So look, bro. I don't know. Something about you talking about the lady yelling at you at the river. Like, yeah, bro. I don't. Where are you directing this energy to? What's the necessity?
Right.
Right. And then, but it also made me think like, I can accept things that people do because I feel like you can't touch me, bro. Like, this doesn't bother me, bro. If you really want, you're gonna have to make a big effort to get something out of me.
Okay.
If you make, and do you know what I'm getting? Like, if you make the necessary, if the action requires my reaction, then you did something big, bro.
Right.
Otherwise, I don't care, bro. You're not, like, I'm not bothered by you, bro. You're not envying.
I cannot let anybody have that power.
You're not in my universe, bro. Yeah. Like, you don't bother the people I love. You don't bother them, bro. We're gone, bro. We're gone. Like, this is fucking not even apples and oranges. This is ants and fucking antelopes.
Yeah,
you know?
that.
This is not. It's not the same species, bro. Like, not to say that I think I'm so much better than people, but just that, like, bro, this is petty shit. This is peanuts, dog. This is papita.
Like,
bro.
what are we arguing about?
Yeah,
the thing is, like, there was an age gap. I was like 9 or something.
Right.
She's a grown ass lady.
Oh yeah, that's terrible.
And what we were doing really, we were just stacking the rocks in such a way where it made the current a little stronger.
Yeah.
And then there was a little dam, a little 3-foot dam, so we could just post up, And I was a little kid, But it's like, what's going on in your life that you feel the need to? I wouldn't say attack, but in essence,
confront
a little ass kid.
No, that's pure insecurity. I picture you guys as grown men, bro.
Yeah, no. start throwing some rocks.
Yeah, I picture you guys. But see, so, and I only bring that up to say that at times I feel like that's an ego trap that's gonna reinforce itself to allow me to become a bad person, bro. Like to become an asshole.
Well, what triggers you lets you know what has control over you and shit. You know.
So what if nothing triggers me? That's not a fucking extreme measure, you know?
Because you don't let it get that.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I don't care, bro. You're not. You know, come on, dog. You're not willing to make this a big thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like if you want to make it a big thing, I'm gonna be okay. I know that.
Right.
I'm gonna be fine, bro. I'm from East LA.
Yeah. There's far more worse shit.
Yeah. Not only and then, but I'm not only from East LA, but I've grown, bro. I've accepted cultures and lessons and the ways of the warriors from professional warriors, bro. You know, from generational warriors from fucking since the whole game got started. You know, and that's just, like, see, that's the and it, like how, right? I don't know, cause where does saying something like that turn? Oh, this was an egomaniac, you know, like, cause I don't know that border. Like, oh, this was an egomaniac. What you mean? You've accepted you've have the knowledge, the way of the warrior for generations of, since fighting has been fighting. I don't mean that, but I mean to a degree.
Right.
You know, to a degree. I'm not claiming to be a samurai, but I'm claiming to. I thought about it the other day, bro. I'm not saying I'm tough. It's just I'm tougher than I've ever been.
And that's hard as fuck.
Yeah, you know, I'm not saying I'm strong. It's just I'm stronger than I've ever been, bro.
But why not though? And
Why
especially
not?
in the
Why
day
not?
and age of there's a lot of wicked, crazy shit going on, dog. You turn on the news and it's like yo, they want us to be like, in almost in a sense of flight or fight. You know, we're always
Constantly.
in that we're always in that animal
state,
instinct.
Yeah,
you know? The lowest form of chakra or energy that you can have, the constant fear.
Right.
So in a sense, are we not the baddest warrior? Fucking
Has our species not conquered the planet, or has it? You know.
That's the question. And it's like, would you rather be a warrior in a garden or a gardener in a war?
Yeah.
In a sense, and because the way we grew up and the way our family was brought up and how that is passed on generation after generation, it's like being streetwise and educated.
Right.
You know, like sometimes I would rather be a little streetwise than educated because streetwise is going to take me so much further. You're not saying that education is not going to take you far, because it will.
Yeah, and
but
then
like
if
in
you're
a survival type of thing, you know, like if
but
shit hits the fan.
Yeah, but
like,
if you're educated enough that you have security, that's
and in essence is the same thing.
You know, you know. So I've thought about this before because I've talked to a male relative of mine, and he's like, bro, I gotta let my sons. They gotta be in the hood. They're not in the hood. They gotta be in the streets, or else they're not gonna be streetwise.
Right.
They're not gonna be street smart. But what is street smarts? Explain. So what's the difference between street smarts and toughness that's earned in hiking alone and camping alone, or in training martial arts, or in just being strong as fuck in the gym, or in sports?
I think the difference is the way you acquire that knowledge or that wisdom, right? Or that experience that allows you to acquire that wisdom, right? Because only to be wise is to mean that you've done, you experience or you walk that path or whatever, right? So I guess it's just a different way of acquiring what allows you to be wise.
But then what's the utility though? Are the utilities the same? Like, cause you could have. So let me preface this. There's a martial artist who came from a 2-parent household that they're higher middle class, and he said, I want to fight. I'm going to fucking fight, and I'm training, and I want to be a world champion.
I think I see where you're going to this.
And a kid who's impoverished his whole life, and like, bro, what am I going to do? I have to fight. Boom, gym's around the corner. Let me talk to the coach. Boom, he's going to let me in for free.
Right.
You know, and then they fight one day. And, you know, and then it unfolds in front of us. But, you know, who's gonna win, but at that moment there's no difference between them.
Right.
So what is street smarts? So the street smarts only count if the kid that came from poverty wins.
Okay, yeah. Because in essence, it's like, what then?
What was it all worth?
Right.
So
what
it's
did
like
you
saying,
get out of it
so,
if you got nothing
right
out of all?
So then another way to preface it is, do you want your kids to be street smart or do you want them to be tough?
See, that's rough. It's like, cause
street smarts is toughness, but street smarts is a little bit. It's
as
I don't want to say
parent,
dirty.
Yeah, no. As a parent, it's like, I would
It's
rather
grimy.
you know, take the safe, straight and narrow, as to like being in the streets.
Right,
and this is just in generalization. Yeah. You know, it's not gonna be straight. It's always gonna be kind of, you veer off this way, you veer off this way,
on the way,
and you bump your knee, you scratch, you eat some dirt, and you know you dust yourself off, you keep it pushing. But I guess it's just damn, that's crazy, because if I was to speak as my parent telling myself, I'd be like, all right, this is the path I would. But as a parent, I would be like, no, that's not the path.
Yeah, because a marathon.
Maybe just a little splash. I don't know.
Yeah, because a marathon runner's tough.
Right. No,
somebody that weighs 145 pounds, but they run 26.2 miles in 2 hours. You know, what are they not tough? Because I don't believe that.
That's pretty gangster.
I'm not saying maybe they can't win a fight, but they're tough as fuck.
No,
bro.
yeah,
to be able to control your mind and your body for that amount of time.
I'll take my ass to LA Fitness and I'll run for 10 minutes and I'm like,
you know? So it's like,
damn. You know, so that's just like the mental discipline. I guess it's just what you get out of it.
And the goal?
The goal?
Right?
Yeah.
Goal. Like the goal. What's the goal? Like, I want to run a marathon.
Right.
I want to be, or
the end game
or
of
I
it
just
and
want to
shit.
be. See, like, there's this trap, bro, with a lot of street toughness is status based, bro. It's not competence based.
No, yeah, you're absolutely right.
You know, it's status based, bro. It's like, oh, that's the big homie from the hood, bro. He's got the politics down line. He sets up the meetings. He makes it happen. But what's the product? You know, like if the product is organization a product, like, oh yeah, to a degree, but where's what's the income? What's the sustainability? Because that motherfucker was sustainability. That's why it's the marathon. Yeah. We're sustaining, bro. That's this is the start line. What the fuck you talking about, bro? The finish line, you don't even reach the finish line because you just pass off the baton, right?
Oh yeah.
Which most marathons don't have batons, but you get what I'm at.
Yeah, no, yeah.
You know, like a lot of street
relay and shit.
Street status is a lot of street. What did I say? I know the street hierarchy is a lot of status and not competence. Competence is, you know,
and it goes into like even the politics above it and shit. It's just all copy paste.
Yeah, I'm following the code.
Right.
Yeah. You don't get to be groundbreaking in there.
Right.
You don't get to be groundbreaking. Oh, I'm gonna fucking break everything up. I don't care. No, it's like an artist, like Kanye West. You think I'm gonna listen to you? Pink polos.
Yeah.
The fucking the red
backpack
the red hat. It's like, you're gonna tell me I can't wear it?
Those glasses.
I'm gonna wear the red hat, bro. Like, I'm not gonna ever follow your rules, bro. I'm gonna break, and the more you tell me,
the more you try to get me to conform, I'm gonna do the opposite.
Yeah, I'm gonna stray further and further, and then he kind of lost, and did it so much he lost part of himself.
No,
but that's a game, that's a hierarchy that it's still the same. It's ran the same way, you know. It's even though things have changed and society has changed and more people get arrested and, you know, there's less and less profitability in it. It still ran the same way, which is fucking nuts to think about considering how much society has changed.
And so it's like, so what does that mean? It's like, are we headed in the right direction, or not that like hood politics or even politics in general is like us heading in the right direction and shit, but like, what does that tell us about a people? Like, are we just being...
I wouldn't say we. I would say they.
They?
Yeah.
Spoon-fed, and then they're going to take it for what it is, or like...
Well, I mean, I would have to say that it's obviously it's not going to survive or last long or end up anywhere good. Where it kind of does. We know that, right?
Right.
It
Yeah.
doesn't end
Absolutely.
there's two ways out: a jail cell or a casket. We've heard that our whole life,
Yep.
Or you quit and you try to become a regular person, and then you gotta still start all over again. You still gotta do the grind and the hard work. So
So everything falls um, under those lines or those pretenses and stuff.
of hard work.
Well, I would, yeah, of hard work. I mean, that's what it comes down to, right? Maybe.
And well, like sacrifice, right? Like
Sacrificing.
Cain and Abel. He did that. He didn't sacrifice. His sacrifices were half-hearted, and his brother's sacrifices were wholehearted.
Cain and Abel, man. I was just gonna get into like the whole bloodline of it. Well, the bloodlines, and then get to like the 13 families, and then you get into like the 13 colonies, and then you get into like
Yeah,
the
numerology.
in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
hoods and shit like that. Copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. It's all one of the same. I think I don't know, but
Yeah.
what do I know?
Wow. When things are that complicated, it's hard not to copy and paste, right?
Yeah, yeah,
'Cause,
naturally.
yeah.
Because I feel like
Well,
we
you
don't
gotta
know
be
everything.
you gotta be a special person and be groundbreaking, bro. You gotta be real special, and your belief has to be special too, or else you're just talking shit on the sidelines,
Yeah,
You'd be like, oh, I'm groundbreaking, bro. You never made it,
then
bro.
you
You
just
never.
become the boy that cries wolf.
Yeah, you never made it. You never made it.
Something happened to me recently where it kind of led me to God. And again, I wasn't religious growing up.
Okay.
I didn't believe in God. I didn't know, And recently something happened, and I started going down all these little rabbit holes, and all these other rabbit holes led me back to one. You know the saying, all roads lead to Rome.
Right.
So all of those rabbit holes, in a sense, those roads led me back to one thing, and that one thing, Rome, was God.
Not my argument. My belief is that you can't. I can't criticize. I can't worry about what's happening in the world if I believe in God. Right?
If I believe in God.
Because God's will is happening, bro.
Oh, okay. So
And-
don't question it.
I mean, wait. You right? So is that what I mean? I don't know.
Right.
But I know that it feels like a contradiction to me, bro. Cuz I'll see people like I believe in Jesus Christ. I'm super religious, but the government, the government's out. It's gonna fuck it all up. The
Yeah.
government, like, bro, like, well, but you believe in God, though, like, so which one is it? Because it can't be both, bro.
Right.
Because
You can't
lean
let
on-
one deter the other and shit.
can we pull up that proverb? It's, lean not on your own understanding.
Lean not on your own understanding.
Lean not on your own understanding. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, submit to Him, and He will make your path straight. Bars.
And He will make your path straight. That is bars.
That's
fuck.
bars, bro.
And damn,
Three.
that's
What is
crazy.
that? Proverbs 3:5-6. You know what I mean, bro?
Yeah, that's
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
And see that's the thing too. Like the Bible is deep as fuck.
Yeah, it's
fool.
game.
That shit,
Game.
free game, fool.
Game.
And that's was like, something back to just chime in real quick. Like
And
something
it's
happened to me, and I started getting into this shit, and I was like, like this shit. My grandpa's been like, read the Bible, read the Bible, read the Bible, and it's like,
Right.
This fool's been just like,
But do you get to take the knowledge in a different way because you're an adult, bro?
Absolutely.
You and I'll speak candidly. You fucked up. You made a mess. You shit the bed. You did good for a couple years, and then you fucked up again. And I say that because I know what we've been through.
right,
To a degree, I don't even know you that well to know what you've been through,
Right.
but I know how things operate where we
Yeah.
come from.
yeah, absolutely.
So, And
similar
now
upbringings, maybe.
it,
And shit.
it means so much more, because if you had, it's like being a square, right?
Right.
Like, oh, like, bro, you just fucking followed the Bible your whole life, and you didn't go through the mud.
Boring.
You
Yeah.
didn't go through the trenches.
Right.
You didn't really go through it enough to be like, nah, like, this is the most, this is the most important shit that's ever gone down, essentially.
I think maybe in order to have a certain understanding of it, you're supposed to go through certain things and shit. Like maybe I was, and again, God works in mysterious ways, right? It was already it's been written.
Lean not on your own understanding.
So it's like to the point where it's like, up until this point, like this is what matters. I was supposed to get it. I was supposed to understand it right now because it was written. It's like lean not on my understanding. I have no understanding of it, but I just gotta trust it, right? So,
and so that also, bro, stupid bars, and which is random because
free game.
I seen this as a sticker on Etsy when I was trying to buy stickers on Etsy.
No, that's
insane.
But how you came across is like, huh?
Bro, is worrying is praying to the devil.
Oh shit! Worrying is praying to the devil. I can see that. Yeah.
So what's praying to God?
Just trusting that He
Accepting.
has your best interest.
Accepting.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not leaning on and you can't, bro. You can't. That's the problem with the what's another word for conspiracy theories, bro? I don't like with the search of the faults of the world. That list never ends, bro. That list never ends. It's
gonna go as far as you want it to go,
and you're gonna lose yourself. I lost myself, bro, as a teenager in the conspiracy theories, bro. I lost myself, bro. It's like, why is life worth living, bro, if the whole world's contrived to destroy my life, bro? To make me a puppet in this game, bro. Like, life's not worth living, bro. I'm a slave, and I don't even know it. I'm a mental slave, societal slave, economic slave, racial slave. Everything's all slave. Consumerism, T-shirts, phones, material, bro. I'm a slave, bro. Life's vanity, not worth it. Yeah. Life's my. You said vanity, family. Like, oh, bro, I gotta pay for. I gotta pay bills. This, that, bro. It never ends. Is
that how it's designed though? Right now, that's how it's designed and shit.
Yeah, technically, but also I get the position. I have the position to ponder this thought, which, like that girl from North Korea, she said, if you're wise enough to think you're oppressed, you're not oppressed.
Because you would not have that fucking right.
It would not.
If you were oppressed, you have no right to think. A
right to think, bro. Imagine that. You don't have the right to think, bro.
Well, we're getting there. We're getting insane. there. We're far from a dictatorship, but right now they're starting to, with the process of with all these laws and shit, right? So little by little, we're signing away our rights, right? So 9/11 was now they get to fucking spy on us, openly spy on us. They admit it. They use that, and that's a whole rabbit hole we're not going to get into right now. Or maybe, I don't know. Anyways, so little by little, we start to give away these rights and shit. But yeah, so we're not really oppressed. We're getting there, but it goes into like, are you familiar with like 1984, George Orwell's 1984?
I know what it's about. I haven't read it. But, so, I feel like it's possible that it's possible that there has never been a conversation I've had in my whole life where I've thought more than tonight.
Same.
So then how are they... So how can it be that they're taking away my right to think?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Damn. That's pretty profound.
But you know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, I hear
bro,
you.
This is one of my funnest episodes, bro. Like my mind is fucking.
That's cool.
10 firing. 15 minutes in, 20 minutes in, I'm like, bro, I'm questioning my whole existence already. What the? Like, this is fucked up. This ain't right. Like, I don't know.
That's
bro.
cool. That's
Like,
dope. That's dope. I was looking, dog. I was like, damn, should I like go in some shit like certain topics underline like just what I want to talk about, or should we just kind of go and then I called you and like we're just gonna wing it. And usually, most of the times when you wing something,
Yeah.
it's kind of when you have the most best time, or
Right,
you know,
right,
like
right.
usually when I try to plan shit out, it goes to shit. But when like we just meet up spontaneously, and then like, well, what are we gonna do? Like, well, let's hit this, and then we hit this, and then
Yeah.
this all turns
Like
into
the last time I saw you.
yeah. So we're just mobbing the streets, taking pictures,
Yeah,
trying to do
yeah.
this, trying to do that, and I had a good ass time. You know, that was something out of the ordinary. Got up out of the crib and did something. Yeah, we were smoking and drinking, but we were like in the city,
yeah,
taking
productive,
pics, talking
productive.
ideas, being productive,
Gameplay.
getting something out of it.
Yeah.
As to just posting up at the crib or in the backyard watching the game, which is cool too.
Yeah.
But it depends what you're trying to get out of
Right.
whatever.
Out of the moment. Out of the moment.
Right. You know, so, yeah, these thoughts, right? Are they really ours? Where do they come from?
Well, I mean, it's the universe, right?
I
don't know. I can't. I don't know how to process. I don't know how to process thoughts. I don't know how to process ideas, but I know how to accept ideas, man. Like I feel like, see, that's the thing where for me, probably this is like a toxic trait or something from my past, but like I don't know how to delineate between self-belief and like arrogance and ego. Like there's a part of me that like, bro, I feel like I'm the most in tune person with the whole universe, you know? Like I feel like the line, the plane of consciousness of the all the way to the edge of the universe,
Right.
for lack of better terms,
yeah.
it runs right through my mind, bro. Because it runs through everybody's mind, bro. Like imagine a 2D plane, you know, like a flat plane, and I feel like the world is split at the equator, and all our consciousnesses are all connected to the edge of the universe, bro. There's like this one unfathomable consciousness that we're all a part of, bro. You know, like that, and
Most definitely.
I feel that. I feel like I'm a part of that. You know, I feel like I'm a part of that.
And I don't see why it's not okay to feel that way. And
Right,
shit,
right.
Like,
But
like Kanye's like, who do you think you are?
yeah,
Like, I already told you. I think I'm a god, and he's saying it like maybe funny.
yeah.
But like, there's truth to it. There's
Right.
truth to every joke that you tell,
Well,
right?
that's like,
It's like that's all we are, right? We're all consciousness experiencing itself.
image of God.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. And
So what did he? If that was the image, then what? You know, like, how do you play that out too? Because I don't know what that means to be in the image of God, right?
it means to be fuck
Well, but God's the most
high.
Yeah, I mean that is.
But if we're made in His image, then in essence, it goes into like as above, so below. If this motherfucker God and we're created in His image,
and He made us,
and He made us in His image, then that means we're fucking gods.
or there's something within us that has a spark of God.
So it's like if this God is an ocean and we're just a
drop.
But
Yeah.
we're still godly, dog.
Yeah, but you're not a drop in the ocean. You're the ocean in a drop.
Yeah, and that is deep, bro.
That's not mine. That's
No,
not mine.
That's
That's
that's Alan Watts or something.
Rumi. RUMI. Look him up.
R-U-M-I.
You'll love him. You'll love him.
because like
You'll love him.
that like immediately like Alan Watts.
Right.
He's like a fucking the last
Like
early
Dale
1900s
Carnegie, all the but that he's not even a,
philosopher and
yeah.
fucking quantum physicist and all this. He's just a smart dude.
Bruce Lee type of shit.
Yeah, but in like education. Or some
No,
shit.
I'm saying just the the cycle of always improving your thoughts and questioning your own thoughts and being like,
So like self-reflecting at the end of the day and shit.
Well, you don't get to be good at anything without self-reflecting. Like I don't get to be the best. You know, Kobe Bryant doesn't get to be good. Kobe Bryant without self-reflecting. You know, like you all like, well, what am I missing in life?
More records. It's like,
and but that's the thing though, bro. Too is like the same journey that gets the person who was chasing things for their ego, and they get there and they're more miserable, than they've ever been in their whole life is
they're
this
further from it.
is the same journey that gets the person. It's the same journey as the person who reiterates themselves infinitely to become the best version of themselves. Like the distance is the same, but the paths are different. Like they climb this hill and they climb this hill, and both the hills look alike because one's a rap superstar and the other one's a rap superstar.
Right.
But this one's infinitely unhappy, and this one's a monk at the top of the mountain. You know, like, am I elaborating myself well?
Yeah.
Like they didn't do it for the fame, bro. They do it to be the best. Like Cole, bro, he did it. Did it. Like, bro,
fucking fame and notoriety and shit. He did it.
No, like
I
think I can literally be the greatest rapper of all time, and make the argument he's not, bro. Like, you know,
right?
Argue with me, Cole's. You know,
theoretically, so wait.
He's.
Are you speaking from his perspective or your perspective?
You can
be the greatest of all time and dethrone him from. Oh no. So now you have the opinion on why he can't be because you made it to the top yourself.
Not even that. Not even that. Literally not. But that's. But they do it for that reason though, because they want to be dethroned, bro.
Yeah. So
they want. Because they dethrone somebody. It's just. Right. It's the nature, bro. Like, so see, that's why you pray. That's why you. Everybody's gameplay, bro, in the mind, bro, is to see you to interpret it that way. But I was saying literally, like, bro, like, there's an argument, all right? He's definitely one of the most skillful lyricists as far as flow patterns, pockets, deliveries, singing, harmonies, punchlines, everything, bro. He's better than he's better than anybody, bro.
He checks all the boxes.
He checks all the boxes, bro. Hit records, catalog, like, you know, whatever it is, and that's coming from. Not a few years ago, this fool backed out of a battle, bro. You know, like, you don't get to be the best and you back down from a fight.
It's like, once you get the triple OGs to be like Eminem was like, yo, J. Cole, that was pretty bad. Like, once you get Eminem talking about you and shit, like, it's like, all right. It's like, respect that. You got no choice but to. I think. Maybe. Eminem. You know, if you like Eminem.
Right. Well, I mean, you don't get to like rap and not like Eminem.
Yeah, it's like we West Coast. I feel like we fucks with Eminem over here and shit. But even though Detroit's probably like on the eastern,
Midwest. It's the Mid-East. I swear to God, I thought that since I was like a little kid.
Like, bro, it's like if you.
It's the Mid-East.
Unless they're lying to us on how far.
Nah, it's crazy,
it's the
bro.
Mid-East, right?
It's because can you pull up a map? Like all that.
I like that. Can you pull up a map? Fucking love maps.
Please, thank you, bro. Not even Detroit, but just like a United States map. It's because all the Midwest is. It's all packed. It's uninhabited, bro.
Oh, they have the
like no, I mean the literal Midwest. Like nobody gives a. No disrespect to all my people that are listening from Idaho, Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, Wyoming, and like Nebraska. Like that's the Midwest, bro.
That's the real Midwest. But like they're saying Michigan is the Midwest or Ohio.
It's like, Mid-East, bro. But I'm saying that because nobody gives a fuck about those places, bro. Like there's no sports teams there. There's no rappers from there.
Imagine Montana.
Like, who's the best rapper from Montana, bro? Like but there's somebody cold as fuck though, bro. Because that's the same thing J. Cole did. Nobody knew about North Carolina for rap. But he said it in 100 mil, bro. It's like. Most people never heard of my city, so you popped in my CD. Now look.
Yeah, that was bad, dog.
You know, and it's literally that, bro. And that's what you want, though, too, bro. Like, even if, but see, that's like the thing about being from East LA is like, bro, LA has been repped and represented and blocked, stood on to the top of every fucking mountain, bro, of LA. But East LA is not gotten spoke on properly, bro.
You fools were getting whose name? I forgot his name, dog. He's like
TD.
Yeah, he was a
Mac
TD food. Mac 100 or some
Mac
shit.
Wap.
That fool, he shouted you fools out. He mentioned a couple of your songs and fucking whatever little thing that he did on his Instagram live.
Yeah, nah, he loved us, bro. He loved us. He loved us, bro.
My uncle, he's like he's a music head and shit.
Right, He's tapped in.
He likes that lyrical game shit. And he was like, hey, I heard your homies on fucking MacWap, whatever, some shit. And I was like, I was like, what? No way. And he put me up on some shit that you fools were on his Instagram live, and I was like, yo, that's dope, dog.
It was crazy.
That's dope, fool. You know, because again, Boyle Heights is what, east of the river from Alley River this way, but
nah,
you
not
East
even
LA,
that though.
Indiana
Not even that.
on this way.
It's like yeah,
it's the same shit, you know, it's like we're borderline. To be honest, you're.
But
that's the border, you know.
Yeah, but I don't like.
It's home though.
Yeah,
you feel me?
I ain't never. You ain't gonna catch me putting down no motherfucker from the east side. I don't care what side of Indiana you're from. And that's even like really. I never claim Boyle Heights. I can never claim Boyle Heights. I'm from East LA, you know, but I'm never gonna try to play out Boyle Heights.
Right? No, yeah.
You know, that's playing out myself.
Honestly,
you know?
It's like synonymous, dog.
Yeah. That's not how I never, bro. I don't want to play out any person in the earth, bro. You know, let alone
all,
trying to diss.
Like where you fools from? Like earthly.
Yeah.
We're all brothers and sisters, dog. To be honest, if you go back, going as far back as Cain and Abel.
Yeah.
Or even, you know, a little higher than that.
Since we crawled out of the ocean.
Yeah, I mean.
Damn, bro, this beer's almost yours. Oh no, you got an extra one.
Brought me a little extra.
Oh yeah, sir.
I knew I was gonna
Smart
be
man.
thirsty.
Yeah, I'm already. Damn, what we on? We rolling. We cooking. Friday night, baby. Check in. What time is it? 10:27, man.
I'm in the flow state right now.
Flowing, bro. This shit's a whole different gameplay too. You know, it's a whole different. I just found the word gameplay and I've been said it 7 times.
That's what it is, baby.
In the last 30 minutes, you know, like this shit's a whole different game, bro. And I love it, bro. I love it, bro. I love being passionate about life. I love believing that I can do whatever I want to do in life, bro. Yeah. And I'm a creator, bro. Yeah. I love making shit, bro. This shit is boring, bro. These fools bore me. This shit is boring, bro. All this and that, and this fool said this, and this, and this thing is happening, and this, and then like, dog, you fools are boring, bro. Like that shit's, you know, it's like
no, that's real shit. It goes back to like the hunting and gathering of aspects of things. Like the women were doing herbs and they were cooking and they were like, that's all like that's a form of art.
Yeah,
they're making weapons for us. They're making clothes and that's a form of art. Hunting, you know, that's a form of art. But
then trip out. But then when the community was together, that's when they made the literal art. The literal art.
Yes.
Which was the music, the hieroglyphs, the stories, the oratory.
That's all art, and it goes back into like earlier we were talking about like mental illness.
Right.
Now we're in like an uninspiring ass. I mean, it's a house, it's a pad, but like, does it inspire you in any way, shape, or form? Like, I come in here and I'm like not here, but like I go home and I'm uninspired.
Right. But when you walked in here, when you sat down, were you inspired?
No, it was clean. It's a different environment. It's different. You have
set up
shit that we talked about that I see where I am like, yo, that's dope. But just in general, dog.
Right.
Like if these people were building pyramids way back when and they were mapping the stars through ponds on the reflection off of this, that, and the third. We're in life. Do we do that now? Other than like here.
Yeah. Well,
you know what I mean? We're so ass backward. We're so dependent on something to like. Back then, like we were astronomers, we were hunter gatherers, we were fucking travelers, adventurers, whatever the fuck you want to call it. We could sail the seas and we could hike, trek the mountains and shit, and we'd all come back home or whatever in one piece, right? Like, where do we do that now? Like. Maybe this is why we are so sick. Maybe this is.
Well, I mean, people still do it. The best of the best still do it. You know, the people willing.
Like,
well, yeah, but
everybody was doing that.
No,
all of us.
You think so?
Absolutely.
But what about like the people? So like Michael. So where did the people that built the pyramids live? If the pyramids were only for the royalty, you know.
The pyramids were. It was symbolic for something
bigger
that
than
transcend. Yeah, bigger than you, but for something to
What do you think? Something in the world right now that's modern, that's bigger than that when you see it transcends. It transcends.
I think like
society.
Well, see, that's the thing.
Something modern.
Well, I guess you could go to like these cathedrals.
Like which one?
You know, like I mean, I'm pretty sure there's some here in
like
the
States. Gothic cathedrals.
Yes.
Like what's the one in Cologne, Germany? Can we pull up Cologne, Germany? The Gothic cathedral.
Those are like circuit boards. You know, it's a. It's a
Yeah, nah,
it's a tool to either harness energy or transfer energy.
Bro.
Look at that shit, dog. You think they built that shit way back when?
How old is this?
Bro, that at least has to be. I think
It's
that
gonna be
alone took like 300 years to be built.
Damn, bro. Construction started in 1248.
But there was a shortage.
Opened
material.
in 1880. What
Bro.
the fuck, bro? It's 600 years, bro. Can we see some more images of it? Yeah, I don't know how to. But that's still standing, though, you know?
Look at
It's right, so every generation,
So what's our generation?
like
The Twin Towers? What happened to them?
Yeah, they went down.
Yeah, you know, it's
Well, I
like
mean,
what do we have that it's gonna be like? I guess they do set like these obelisks.
Well, we
Like-
haven't done the research
Are we
to,
not
you
creative
know, like.
enough? Like, you know what
Well,
I
I mean,
mean?
definitely.
We're supposed to be
there's-
technologically advanced.
Yeah, well,
But
there's
we can't replicate that.
nah. Well, I mean, we build like squares and shit.
That's what I'm saying. So
Rectangles.
uninspiring, dog.
Well, see, like
That food be like, yo, that's like godlike. That's heaven like. You know the math behind it.
that's
There's
you
sacred geometry in
you
that.
cry
know?
in there sober, bro. Imagine a building making you cry. You know, you could run that back.
That's some wicked shit, dog. But okay, so that's what that was started in
1200s, bro.
1200s.
Finished in the 1800s. But see, like, there's no denying. It's all about nuance too, right? Like, I can say there's no denying that capitalism stole a lot from society in the arts, you know? But at the same time, capitalism has given me the opportunity that essentially this podcast could change my life forever. And it could change your life forever. And everybody in this room.
Yeah.
Because of
Absolutely.
capitalism.
Yeah.
Literally, bro. Like, bro, if this, you know, I wouldn't want to.
Pros and cons.
I don't want to be ridiculous and be like, bro, if this podcast doesn't change my life, nothing's gonna change my life. I don't want to go as far to be that way, but bro, this, you know, check your mic check,
Mic
2 and 2.
check. Sorry.
If for the level of intellect, bro, like, this has been heavy shit, bro. It's been real game, bro. Real questioning, real, even like difference in philosophy, difference in ideas, bro. Like, well, I don't even know what I mean.
And
what do you mean? Like, fuck, bro. I don't.
and we're gonna figure it out.
And we'll figure it out. But I mean, like, this is. Why isn't this as good as any podcast that's ever been recorded? Clip that, right? Like, that's how I genuinely feel that way. You know, maybe I'm an asshole. Maybe I'm fucking.
No, and it's
maybe
like,
I'm just
it's
trying
like,
to, nah, I'm not.
how
just
much
trying
confidence do I?
It's not even confidence though, bro. It's like vulnerability to be able to say that. Like, well, that's what I think.
But why not? Why not?
Well,
You know?
I mean, I don't. Well, you could disagree with me, like, well,
No,
yeah.
but
Like, yeah, I mean, you could disagree with me, and I could frame it like, well, yeah, bro, but we haven't talked about how I ran a 300-mile race, or we haven't talked about how I almost got killed in a fucking plane crash in Dubai, or this and that. Well, bro, this has been as good as any podcast has been ever recorded in podcast history.
what's your thought on what are your thoughts on that?
It just doesn't appeal to me.
Okay.
It just doesn't appeal to me. I won't go as far to say as, oh, they're tripping, they're out of their mind. It just doesn't, you know, like, I'm sure there's a degree. I'd rather lean on God's understanding than my own. Like, I'm not gonna figure this out.
Well, I mean,
can we get that intro one more time?
Is this Revolution? Oh, the Expendables.
Do you mind hooking me up with a beer too, please? Or should I grab it?
So, it's like, so the Bible. We're rolling?
Yeah, we're still rolling.
Okay,
We're
so
good,
the
bro.
Bible talks about like Jesus walking on water,
Right.
turning water into wine.
Yeah, rising from the dead.
Rising
after
from the
3
dead.
days.
Like, isn't that not like some kind of sorcery?
Was
In a sense?
undeniably.
Healing.
Undeniably.
He said that
yeah,
he
yeah.
performed miracles and shit like that.
Yeah. Undeniably, unless I choose to see it as a metaphor. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, because that's pretty much a lot of it.
Yeah,
Metaphors,
yeah. Well, I mean, if
analogy.
not, then what is it? You know?
Yeah, I guess about just perspective, or your angle of understanding.
Yeah, because this. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, I trip out on the Bible, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different versions and.
Like what? If you could only go to one place when one person was alive in all of history, where would you go? Like I'd go to where Jesus was alive, bro.
Well,
I
would probably I don't know, dog. So
yeah,
probably in that
that's
time
an
era.
unfathomable question.
So look, the Bible talks about how Jesus. There's certain books that are left out. So like the Ethiopian Bible has 166 books. The King James Version Bible that we have today has 66 books in it. So there's 100 books that are left out of it. So and a lot of the apocryphy books, I think it's in either the book of Mary. Someone super close to him. I'm not too familiar. This is all like new information to me, but there's talks where he goes to like the middle to the east, and he goes seeks like teachings from like Buddha.
Right. And from then the Hindus.
Yeah, and it's like, so like maybe somewhere in between, like let's say where was Buddha? He was.
Can we Google up where was Buddha?
Tree. Remember that tree?
Yeah. Where was? I don't know what city or what's. Yeah. And
I
I believe a war was happening around him, and he was literally just meditating.
But Buddha was a prince. He gave up all his belongings,
Nepal,
all his money
bro.
and power.
Can we zoom in on the city? Lumbini, Nepal, bro.
Oh, that's where all those mountains
Dog, that's
are,
not
no?
even 623.
Before Christ, so 623 before Christ, 623 years before Christ.
Yeah, it's before Christ.
Yeah.
Wait, Buddha's older than Christ by 6.
Well, there's talks of him going, and he goes to these temples in the mountains and shit like that. Like probably somewhere like.
Right. Can you pull up the city too?
To be able to take that adventure, that escapade. That would be pretty sick if that was like in the writing and shit.
Yeah, you can't click any of those pictures.
Oh,
I don't know, bro. Sick. I don't know what happened to architecture, bro.
And that's the thing. It was like we're so uninspired right now. Like that's probably why everybody's all depressed and shit. It's like you look outside and it's like, look at that. It looks pretty. Yeah, it's pretty sick. But in a sense, it's like.
But it's not.
It's not what it could be. Like the
pyramids.
pyramids.
Well, I mean, like the Taj Mahal and all, like
No, yeah, and that's sick.
I mean, especially that we live in the cities, like downtown's just rectangles and squares, bro.
Yeah, and it's just like like that by design. They try to say we're overpopulated. Yeah, we're the most advanced, but we have no technology to replicate the pyramids.
Right.
And it's like, how did they do that? And we say these fools are savages, and they were
that's
fucking stick and stone, and But these
people would say that, but we wouldn't say that.
Well, yeah, because it's like
right.
It's like, yo,
I wouldn't. I can't say that.
Because even if you go into like the Aztec and Mayan pyramids and shit, right? The sun pyramid, the moon pyramid.
I've been outside Chichen Itza.
Yeah,
I've seen it with my eyes.
They're like a reflection of the stars.
Yeah. Well, they got the
Yeah.
The guy was doing the clap that echoed back
and
from
fucking 100,000 people all the way in the back, they could hear that shit.
Yeah, bro. No,
it's either we can't replicate it, or there's information that is being withheld from us. So
or what about information that's lost?
I wouldn't say it's lost because
Are you familiar with any of Graham Hancock's work?
Graham Hancock, yeah. I first came across this fool on the Joe Rogan Experience.
Well, like
and he talks a lot about ancient
civilizations that lost it all to like a flood and meteors.
Yeah,
and
dog.
They could communicate and they could essentially teleport. He tried to frame it good. Like, I don't mean teleport, but I mean teleport.
No, it's well, because that's what these things are. They're like
DMT, meditation.
If you do a side by side with like a motherboard from a computer, and you do the side by side with like the pyramids, it's the same thing as the circuit board. So and we're like electromagnetic beings, right?
Yeah, well, like electrons look just, or what's in our brain? Neurons look just like galaxies and shit. And can we get a neuron galaxy comparison?
So this goes
There's one picture where they're both red.
As above, so below, so within, so without.
Yeah, I mean.
So like the same thing with you're a kidney bean, right? Kidney beans, it looks like a kidney.
Yeah.
You know, broccoli, whatever is good for your lungs, it's kind of identical to what a lung is. You know, tomatoes. If you split a tomato in half, it looks like your heart.
Yeah. Can we pull up some sacred geometry in nature?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, put bottom second row to your bottom right. That's insane, bro. It's like what are the succulent, right?
What's the formula? It's either
the golden ratio.
The golden ratio, 3.16 or some bullshit. The Fibonacci sequence, exactly.
Damn, the elephant.
So it's
insane.
It's a hidden.
Yeah, but that's God's work, bro.
That's his signature,
God's work,
and it's in everything, dog.
But then we're made in the image of God, that we can perceive it through only merely an image. We can only perceive it at a 2D level because we could never understand it.
That's crazy. Have you seen Contact?
No, I have not.
Contact. It's with Jodie Foster
and that fool from the Avengers.
Matthew McConaughey.
No, it's another fool, right? Or is it Matthew?
Matthew McConaughey,
okay.
They hook Jodie Foster and him. They hook up, but he's the reason that she doesn't get to go to space the first time. Anyways, but you said something about 2D, and it's like sometimes I feel like that's all we can understand it by, just like the 2D level, like this way, but we don't see it like in the 3D.
Yeah, no, we don't see it enough. I gotta watch that.
Yeah, that's
well, that Matthew McConaughey, my dog too, bro, and I never seen that.
It was a really good movie, dog. It's one of my favorite movies and shit.
You gotta have you read Green Lights?
Green Lights, I have.
It's his book. It's his book. You gotta read it. Yep, you gotta read it, bro.
And that was sick as fuck too. Him and Woody Harrelson. Supposedly they're like stepbrothers, but Woody Harrelson's dad was like a CIA agent and was messing around with this fool's mom supposedly. And I don't know how copyrights works and all that shit, but.
We don't want to get we don't want to get demonetized. Nah, we'll say whatever we want to say.
But you put those foods together and it's like
magic.
He's like, I just want you to stop saying a bunch of like weird shit. And he's like, Matthew McConaughey right on cue says
weird
like
shit.
Some weird deep shit, and it's like, damn, that was sick. But yeah, that movie's sick as fuck and shit.
I gotta watch it. And it's in I feel like film's been something
Carl Sagan, he wrote it.
Right. Yeah. Good luck.
Familiar with that food? That food's pretty bad too.
I feel like films, like I finally started appreciating film, like in my 30s, you know, like I could watch a movie and it's like, oh, it's sick as fuck. Like, nah, but like, bro, like, what the fuck is this? For like the man hours and the manpower and the writers and everybody in them, like, bro, for something like to be able to execute this is fucking insane, bro. And it's just like. Acting's cool because you see people be who they want to be, and damn, I want to be like that too. You know, like it's the same shit as watching the famous rapper, the famous athlete. It's the same thing, bro.
Or not to be. But let's just ask you some of your favorite movies to watch.
Well, for sure, Dune Part 1, Dune Part 2. I'm obsessed with Dune. Like,
you know what? I was kind of like.
Shaky on it.
What's his name?
Timothy
Chalamet. And then I just seen that the recent one he came out where he's like a
Marty Supreme.
He's playing
ping pong.
Ping pong. And I was like, and then at the end of the movie I was like, all right, you know what? Because I did see Dune 1 and Dune 2. They're pretty sick. And because that story, it's super familiar.
Right. Yeah. It's
super
archetypical.
Yeah. And I was like, all right. But I finally gave this full chance. And I was like, all right, that feels pretty sick and shit. But so Dune 1, Dune 2.
Interstellar.
That's pretty sick.
For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
I mean, it's not gonna argue with that. And then as far as and then it like goes into comedies though for me. Inglorious Bastards. Inglorious Bastards is one of my favorite movies. Bro, the first time I watched it the next day.
Had to run that shit back.
I watched it the next night. Like, look, babe, this movie's so good. Girl, I'm gonna watch it again with you.
That's cool. Hell yeah.
We watched it again, bro. Yeah, for sure. What are your some?
I think I like Interstellar. Interstellar's pretty dope.
Yeah, well, Christopher Nolan's out of his mind, bro.
He knows what the fuck he's doing and shit. I like Apocalypto.
Apocalypto's incredible, yeah.
I like Contact, the one we were just talking about and shit. There's Everything Everywhere All at Once. That one, have you seen that one? That one's pretty sick.
I've never even heard that phrase.
Bro, watch that movie, dog.
That title is fucking out of this world.
Yeah, yeah.
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
It had me.
Is it like a thriller or something?
It's a mind fuck, dog.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, trust me. It had me hitting up my family at 3 a.m. like, yo, I love you guys. You know, I appreciate everything you guys. Like, it's one of those movies, like, it lets you know that literally.
Yeah, everything.
The power, like, is, you have the power, whatever, the keys, you have the keys to the car. Mm-hmm. Where you're going to go is completely up to you. Control. It all starts with the smallest of small decisions and shit.
That's wicked. I haven't seen any of
bro,
this
it
shit,
felt like I was on ketamine and shit. That's how I was like, and like you said, you woke up and you saw it again the next morning.
Yeah,
I had to watch it again. So that shit was.
What's the girl on the right's last name? Slate. I thought it said South.
Oh yeah, it has Jamie Lee Curtis in it. You the one from Halloween?
Yeah.
So she's like, she's one of the villains and shit.
Sanchez got a song called Jamie Lee Curtis.
No shit.
Have you heard it? Yeah. I honestly can't even think, because I like go into like comedy, like, you know, Pineapple Express is fucking incredible. Friday After Next, Rush Hour 2.
Hey, you know what? Even Scary Movie, dog. Scary Movie is always a classic that you could just throw on. 1 and 2 at least. 1 and 2. Yeah. With the Wayne brothers, when they write it, it's like, all right, cool.
It's gonna be all the way like it's gonna be some of our oldest shit. Yeah, like, see, I don't even. It's good to ask questions because you don't even know what your answers are. You know?
Does anybody really know?
Yeah, I mean, like, people that are movie buffs will be like, "Oh, I got my top 10 written down, bro. You're out of your mind." Like, you know, like, what I'm saying, like, down, like, thinking, like, I just The Dark Knight, for sure.
Sick,
Keith Ledger, you know, yeah.
Heath
Ledger. My bad, bro.
Heath?
It's Heath, right? Or is it Keith?
I've been calling that fool Keith.
It's Heath, right? Yeah, it's Heath.
Potato.
Nah, it's literally, it's like, hey, calling you Lewis or Dewis.
Oh, yeah, true.
It's Heath Ledger, right?
Heath?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that performance, you know? Like, you don't get a...
Yeah, he was locking himself in the hotel room or something.
Nah, yeah. Have you seen his journals?
I have not. I probably heard about it a little bit briefly. Oh, dude, I was about to move to Colorado when I graduated in 2013. There was this incident at one of these movie theaters out there, dog. My cousin, my uncle, and my cousin's dad, which is, I don't know, probably my second cousin, whatever. Anyways, they were about to go to that theater where this fool went and shot up. They thought it was part of the movie. This fool threw in fucking smoke grenades and shit, and he came and started blasting and shit, dog. And, yeah, super crazy.
Have you ever heard of the War of Art?
It's
a book. So. It's a book. So it essentially, I'll try to outline it roughly. It talks about how art has a divine calling, like it's something that our consciousness processes in a different way than us, like, or like physically, like it's an operation of God, bro. Like, there's muses around us, bro, and there's like there's angels with us, bro. Like, there's
there's the whole, there's something operating that we can't understand, bro. And and that happens through art. And the only reason I thought about that was because you brought that fool up, and he obviously tried to imitate the Joker, but he was in, he wanted to be what Heath Ledger was in that film,
Right.
And I'm just thinking about it that way.
Greatest Joker?
Yeah.
Top hands down. Greatest
that
Joker?
no, undeniably, but I'm saying that shooter, like he was trying to imitate.
Oh yeah, no,
you know?
yeah, no,
And
fucked up shit.
because, like, what if he was as good as Heath Ledger? And it also talks about how Hitler got kicked out of art school twice.
Oh, so that's the reason why they're like, oh, that painter, that
Well, he says he's like, bro, it was easier for Hitler to start World War II than to stare at a blank canvas. Because he wanted to be an artist, but he got kicked out of art school twice, bro.
So he wasn't cutting it.
He wasn't cutting.
He wasn't painting it.
And he wasn't connected enough to the art. And I feel like there's a lot of that too, bro. There's like that guy, that shooter. He wanted to be the Joker.
Oh shit, that's
but he
crazy.
Wasn't
Okay,
to the art,
So I feel like a lot of people like only operate off like one side of their hemisphere, like one side of their brain and shit, And it's like one side is masculine, one side is feminine, one's logic, one's like the creativity,
instinct,
and they, and I feel like a lot of us operate off of only one side of that, and that shit. I mean, that shit speaks for itself.
Right.
The masculine, like the machismo and shit. And a lot of us grew up like that and shit, I, for one, I grew up in an all-male household and shit. My mom wasn't around, my grandma wasn't around and shit. My grandpa raised me, it was me, my grandpa, my uncle, my brothers. There's a bunch of foods and shit, So we're all like, just fucking, trying. That's just how it be and shit. You gotta just fend for yourself. And that shit is not.
It's not how it's
that's
supposed
not
to
natural.
be. Yeah.
It's not. You said something about like operating off a certain naturality of things or some shit, right?
Instinct.
Right. So it's like.
I feel you though. I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. Now, you need that balance, bro. You need that balance. You need that balance. Yeah, you have to have it, bro.
And shit. To be able to create and shit.
Yeah, well, also just to be like, you don't want to raise a child in those circumstances, bro. That's why, bro, being a parent is fucking brave as fuck, bro. It's brave as fuck, and I give so much credit to all the parents out there, bro. Even the people that think they're not even sure if they're doing a good job, bro. They're worried that they're not doing a good job, but they're trying, bro. Like, I shout out to all the parents, bro.
What's that food? Blueface. He says, ain't no hood harder than fatherhood or parenthood or whatever. I was like,
because
he's ever said.
And you gotta. There's something underappreciated today in our society about a woman and a man raising kids, bro. Doing their best and trying to figure shit out to just raise some kids, because that's fucking everything, bro. Like, those are the people that are changing the world, building the society we're living in, bro. The dreamers are gonna be the dreamers, And
it kind of makes sense on how things are, like
unhealthy,
why things are how they are right now. It's because they want it like that by design. Mm-hmm. So they try to break down the household, right? So either you try to separate the father from the family, or you try to separate the mother from the family. How do you do these things? You either do that with, I don't know, you infest neighborhoods with drugs and alcohol, right? That's why in the hood, every corner there's a fucking liquor store. Why is that? It's because it's by design and shit. They want it like that and shit. They try to break down the root of a family. You know what I mean? In prison, right? Most of the fathers are in prison. Or women, now they're creating this whole thing right now with women and how women empowerment. It's okay to be a whore. It's okay to and to each is their own and shit. But this is not natural. So women, they feel like now women are masculine. So it takes away. And this is, I'm just speaking in generalizations and shit. You know what I mean?
And the shit you see.
Yeah, just I observe and shit. I exactly I see shit. And I recognize patterns and I don't know, dog. It's like it's all by design. That's why we're all
Right.
fucked up and shit. You know, I don't know where I come from. I don't know, like where my family comes from and shit. So like that shit'll take you down a certain path, and then you'll reach a dead end.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's like it's just all by design.
When you say we're fucked up, do you really feel like you're fucked up?
I think all of us are fucked up. Like I always say jokingly, like if I were to blow up, like say I won the lottery, me and all my immediate family are getting like free therapy. Everybody's getting paid therapy because we all,
What?
especially because we're so desensitized and we're so exposed to so much. Like there's so much that, like on a, like fuck, I don't even know, dog. Like on such a
I'm
an
following. I'm
inner
following.
level, it's
I'm
like
following
we
you.
don't subconsciously, we
Right.
don't,
So,
there's like this warfare on us, and we have no idea of, and we just live our life every day. Don't even realize. It's like if someone put a spell on your ass, and you're just living your life, and this spell is being over you and shit. It's like, damn, why does my life suck and shit or something? And it's just, again, this is just like analogy of it, but
It's
on
just
in a real way, like some
You're
real
right,
shit
right.
too.
so so you said everybody would get therapy. We're all gonna get some heavy therapy. But wouldn't you be more fucked up? It's like everybody's getting Lambos. Everybody's we're going straight to Vegas.
And see, look at dog,
Right? Like the fact that you're aware, like, nah, we need some help,
bro.
and like this is gonna help us. But so if you were unaware, like,
Oh yeah. Hey, let's ball out. Let's go to the mall.
ball out,
Ball out, let's
we're
go to
balling
the mall.
out, yeah,
Everybody getting
club,
grills.
the best club, right?
But that's what they want us to do. I spent that bitch before I got it.
Right. But
It's gone.
so then it's like it goes back to that, like, oh, if you can think you're oppressed, you're not oppressed. Like, well, it's like the
it's like
somebody said too, is like, oh, it was like he's the wisest man because he knows nothing.
Who is that? Socrates?
Socrates
Plato? Yeah,
or Plato. It was I think Plato said it about Socrates. Like, oh,
that's hard as fuck. Yeah.
he's the wisest man because he knows
He's
nothing,
like,
bro.
and that's real as shit, dog. And it's like growing up, and I had to go through this. I was like, I know everything. I'm invincible. And then I went through some shit in life, and
Good luck trying to play that card.
I became
Vulnerable,
conscious, dog.
yeah.
I became conscious, vulnerable, fucking
Invincible.
aware. And I was like, damn, I know nothing. I know that I know nothing. Even if the little tiny small percentage that I think I do know is not even the tip of the fucking iceberg.
Not at all. And it's like, I feel like that fool knew he knew nothing, so he like.
It's
You
a
know, you know what I mean?
real. It's some
Yeah.
deep. It's like
Like he was actually like, no, like I know nothing.
because where did he get his information? Who
Well,
taught that fool? Who
he
put him
studied
up?
the game. He
Okay,
studied
but
the
what game was there to be studied if there was
Wow,
no game to
I
be
mean,
there?
There was game though. There was game. They're talking about like the Greek philosophers.
But where did they get their shit from?
Well, like it's gonna be probably like Egyptians. But then where
Yeah,
did the
the
Egyptians
Egyptians.
get their shit from? But like But then too, like something else happened different in that era because that's like
They
where
started going to war and shit.
Nah, but that's where democracy came from too,
Oh,
bro. And it was like
fuck.
there's
Here we go.
But
That's-
there's the thing that like everybody was doing psychedelics, like Marcus Aurelius. They were drinking like a beer that was psychedelic as fuck.
So there's this rose lily that
Right.
grows in Egypt and
There,
shit.
yeah.
And so
It's
they're talking
psychedelic.
about Jesus Christ, what
Right.
he took to slow
Yeah,
his
yeah.
heartbeat enough to think that he was dead. And then so like I was talking shit not too long ago about like was
to
Jesus
get
Christ,
into a meditation that was
right,
so deep
to
that everybody
he was
thought
dead,
he was
but
dead.
really his heartbeat was so
So low,
slow because
yeah.
of this
He was
psychedelic
so psychedelic,
that
yeah.
grows
But
out
then,
there.
yeah, and then also with part of his consciousness.
Because I was talking about how Jesus Christ was like a Freemason.
right.
It's like he's a 33-degree Mason.
Yeah.
I mean, he died at 33. He was
Yeah.
a carpenter. It's like
Right,
they're
right,
masons,
right.
they're builders,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
33. It's like, no. And again, this is just me,
Yeah, you just
You feel
speak
me?
freely, speak
You feel
freely,
me? So
speak
I'm
freely.
like, I don't know, dog. It's just like
In a world that encourages people not to speak
'cause
freely.
What do they say? They say that reality is truly stranger than fiction.
Right.
So it's like whatever you can imagine, whatever you can think about, it's like you have no idea.
Yeah.
It's like what's really going on, or how things are really operating and shit. So because I think religion is a form of control. I think God is real, but like the Bible is the truth, but it's not true. It's not told truthfully. It's all kind of just a form of control to keep us in check and shit. I believe in God. I don't. But when I go to church, excuse me, I see a blue-eyed, blonde-haired, pale-faced God. But the Bible says that it was the complete opposite of that. That's God was burned like bronze. He had a woolly hair, and he was a Sephardic Jew.
Yeah.
So he's in the desert. Sephardic, he's in the desert, right? So he's dark skinned. But I go to church, and it's like this is the complete opposite of what the scripture is telling me and shit. So again, this is just me, my opinion and shit. I believe in God. I don't believe in. I think there's certain things that leave out on purpose and shit. Obviously, again, it's a form of control and shit. But yeah, I'm not knocking anybody or just my opinion and shit. Strictly from my own point of view.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're good, bro. Cause I appreciate the point of view for sure. Cause it's the balance in between, like, right? You can't argue about how fucked up society is and civilization is without arguing about how great civilization is and how we all have it so good, so fucking wonderful, bro. It's so wonderful. We're essentially rich enough, for lack of better terms, that bro, we could do whatever we wanted tonight. We could fucking, we could eat a steak tonight, bro.
No, yeah, we're blessed.
We could, we
sure.
could eat a steak, all the water we wanted. We could have vegetables, steak, any type of,
we can fucking take a hot bath and shit. Like there's.
You can film a podcast.
Yeah,
whatever it is,
Yeah.
Whatever it is, bro. But I still I don't. The issue is thinking that things are one way, oh wow, of course, bro. Of course humans have tainted everything because we don't know what we're doing, bro.
Yeah.
The foods, we're just as flawed as the people that came before us, bro. The people that built this country and all the way through. And as time advances, the more flawed they become too, bro. Because we get to look back at them like, oh no, we think this way now. It's like looking back at yourself like, bro, what the fuck was I doing, bro?
Oh man, someone should have beat that kid's ass.
Yeah, what the fuck? You thought this. You bro, what were you doing, bro?
Yeah,
what were you doing?
Yeah.
You're tripping. But you still have to love that kid because that kid's alive within you, and it's the same shit with society too. That society is alive within you, to a degree.
Damn, that's like that one Kanye song. He's like, we're just still those same kids and shit that we always were. I forgot what song it is. It's like a small album with Kid Cudi and shit, but.
Yeah. Kids see ghosts.
Kids. Yeah, we'll always be those kids and shit. Just masquerading around as adults, acting like we know what we're doing.
Yeah.
And like our predecessors, maybe they were also anxious, nervous, scared, frightened from the everyday reality, and they're and it's
100% they were.
In that fucking life loop and shit.
100% they were. 100% they were. There's no way you're not. Imagine the signing of Declaration of Independence, bro. Damn. These fools.
This looks good, right?
Bro, and they, but that moment, that moment, bro, this is it. But it's just you're gonna tell me they didn't drink alcohol after that?
Bro, those fools are.
Was there alcohol at the signing of the Declaration of Independence?
Bro, that was the biggest hood, the United States, at the time.
Right.
We're from 13 colonies, dog, to the United States. That's the biggest hood, fool.
And look what it. But then that hood changed the world,
Fuck. Yeah. And
not many hoods changed the world.
I mean,
people from the hood changed
the Vatican.
The Vatican.
The Vatican, and then you go to 13 bloodlines, 13 families.
That's
those are biggest hoods.
Egypt, Chichen Itza. But then that's the same. It's the same shit though, because I get to think that way because I'm living it right now. But when it's
Right.
all gone, you're like, these fools thought they had it in control. They lost it all.
For so long.
You know, it's the same story. It's the same story, bro. It's the same story. Well, humans will always be people trying to figure it out, thinking that the people before them had it more figured out, and that the people after them will have it less figured out.
Constant cycle, huh?
Yeah, it'll never change, bro. It'll never change. And I don't got it all figured out. But knowing that means I got it figured out.
Yeah, straight up.
Yo, feel me. Lewis.
Yeah, I heard me. Yeah,
How do you say your last name? Madrigal?
Madrigal.
Madrigal.
I can't even pronounce that shit.
One more time.
Madrigal. Madrigal.
Madrigal.
Madrigal, yeah. Madrigal.
From Boyle Heights, California.
Yes, sir.
On this evening of January 23rd.
Burr.
8:08 p.m. when we started filming at 8:45 maybe.
Firme.
So we're 2.5 hours in. This was an episode of Going From Here, episode 34, I believe. Just to show you that we are not Freemasons and you're not a Freemason.
I mean, we could talk about that next one.
We could have been 33rd. I like the number 33. That shit don't bother me. This is what we do. We live life. We fucking contemplate our existence, reality. I attempt to live my dreams on video format through a conversation with people who have a perspective that shall be heard by the world. And the worlds will be taken with a grain of salt and maybe a grain of gold. Where are you going from here, bro? What is life gonna hold for you? And if not, what shall be heard from you?
Shit, dog. I don't know, man. I don't know where I'm going from here, but I know here is somewhere that I'm headed.
There you go. Caption that. Put a sticker and a stamp on it. Going from here. I don't know how else to fucking end this shit,
Thanks
man.
for having me, dog. I appreciate you.